What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. Well, I guess I don't see you. It's good to be doing this again. I'm gonna do Lord of the Harvest. There's not a lot of guitar resources online for this, so stick with me. I've picked these out from over the years, from just watching recordings, listening really hard, trying different things, and I've got most of it pretty accurate, and then a few interesting ideas. Because he's better than me, right? So I couldn't quite play everything that he played and figure it all out. But I got most of it, okay? And so here we go. The song is basically in 4 parts, all right? And so I'm going to go through parts 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go back and give you some like little wrinkles that you can play to just make them sound a little juicier. Give you some different options if you vamp for a long time. Make it sound a little more authentic, okay? So I'll keep it simple, and then I'm going to come back. So here we go. Part 1, really simple. It's built on this little triad chord, starting on a D flat, strings 2, 3, 4, B, and then G flat. You can bar with your first finger to give you a little more treble, and you can hammer on with your pinky. So in context, 1, 2, 3. That's the whole first part, and that's basically what he plays, and it sounds great. I freaking love it. Okay, you get bonus points for sliding up to the chords here. It just sounds more authentic, okay? Hammer-ons just as you feel it. All right, that's part 1. Part 2, Eternal Lord remains the same. I'm going to play through it, and then I'll talk through the chords. And again, we're going to come back and throw in some wrinkles at the end of the video. 1, 2, 3. Eternal Lord remains the same, age to age. All our love, all our praise, night and day. With this song in our lives, now we prove there's no one to take your place, Lord, you rule. Okay, so it's that same triad. It's that same major triad. If you invert it up, you'll get to your 3rd chord, but we'll get to that in a second. So it's a major triad on an A flat. Slide that up a full 2 frets, and then make it a minor by barring with your first finger. B flat minor. Then that's another A flat, but it's inverted up. You can pick those out, and then back to the D flat. Pretty simple. Then you've got, and that's the same one from the verse. Then you've got another D flat down here, but you're gonna bar it with your first finger on the 6th fret. Put the F in the bass, and then this is that inverted A flat chord that we did a minute ago. Bring it down a whole step because you're playing a G flat. All right, so in context, A flat, B flat minor, another A flat, D flat, right? And then that's a D flat with an F in the bass, and then a G flat. Okay? The last time you switch those last 2 chords so that you can go into the next section, and that is going to be a D diminished, and then an E flat minor 7. And then the lick. Okay? There's a little lead line that you can play. It's stolen from the horn lines, and it's great. I'll show you that at the end, so stick around. Yeah, stick around, like, subscribe, do all the things. All right, I'm supposed to say that, I guess. I don't know. You Are My Daily Bread is next. You are my daily. All right, so that is basically a D flat chord and a B chord, but I like to play a B2. And you go back and forth, okay? So a D flat, but I'm going to play just this triad on the 6th fret. And then a B, it's that B triad. You could play that, but I'm going to play a B2. So So I have to play it with my pinky, but hopefully you can see it. And the reason why is because it's going to make the lead line that I build in simpler. So, you are my daily bread. You are my living well. You are my present help. That's just a B flat power chord to a B power chord. But then you can play the lick that the bass plays, so you can go. That's not what he plays, but I'm going to show you that at the end because it's the same as another part, okay? But I love playing that little lick. And you get it. Sounds nice, locks in with the bass. If it doesn't add enough, you can just do the chord. Or you can go. Just sliding between those two, the D flat and the B. All right, last part. Two different ways to play it. So chord-wise, it's the same as the first part, okay? But you're going to play an A chord third. So instead of a G flat, you're going to play an A. So you are, 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 you are. You can do that. It's great. It's the same as the first part. You just play an A last with the same shape. You can also do this. Play the D flat, then play the B, but play with the hammer on. Keep it on. So it's technically a B2, and so now I'm keeping this D flat in the chord the entire time because it's kind of nice. And then the third chord is an A. I'm gonna play this. It's like a C. Slide it up to the 12th fret. It's also the D shape, but slide it up to here, to the 9th and 10th frets for the A chord. And here's how it sounds. It just pounds away at that with that D flat in the chord, and it sounds really nice, okay? So that's the song. There is a lick that he plays on the last part, and he also plays a variation of the same lick on the You Are My Daily, the second section, okay? He goes. That's it. You can hear that. I'm going to play it slow so you can hear it. That's it. That is the same thing that he plays there at the end over that. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are. It's the same thing he plays over that, but he alters one note on that A chord, okay? And so it'd be. So it doesn't matter if you go, or if you go. It's a little funkier to go. And so that's what I play on the first chord. But when I do the substitution, I go. So it's. So that he's outlining the A chord. That's what he does on the you are, you are, you are, you are. He goes. Okay, so hopefully you can pick that out. Slow it on the video a little bit if you need to. That's the lick that he's playing, okay? He also plays it on Daily Bread. He just doesn't go to that A chord. He just stays here. Or you can do that. You are my daily. You are my living. You can do that too. Or you can go. Pretty cool. All right. So that's most of the song. That's most of the trinkly tinklies. That's just what I call the little stuff that's kind of makes it nice, but it's, you know, not really going to be on the basic chord sheet. All right. So, Eternal Lord, there's a couple little things you can do. Eternal Lord. That little lick. You can play that over the D flat chord, okay? So I'm on strings 2 and 3. String 2 on the 9th fret, string 3 on the 8th fret, and I'm sliding that up a whole step. And sliding it back down. And then hammering off on the 3rd string from the 10th to the 8th fret. And then hitting that with my pinky on the 11th fret, the 4th string. So. And you can also go. It's just nice. Whenever you hit this chord, you can do some hammer-ons. That kind of thing. Right? There's a horn lick. I like to throw that in on the 2nd line. So listen. You have to throw it right in there, okay? And listen to where it falls on the album. You can steal it. It's freaking great, all right? And then after the Lord You Rule, right? One thing you can do too with this diminished chord, the D diminished, remember that? You can slide the whole thing up 3 frets and then go to the E flat. We come to worship you. And then there's a little lick, a little lead line, or a little solo. You can throw that in. Okay, so what it is 2 notes. It's like a little major shape. Right? Hopefully you can pick that out. I'll go slow one more time. That is basically the horn solo that you can steal if you want to. You do not have to. Okay, and that little is just the D flat chord. It's string 1 and 2 on the 9th fret. Okay? Sheesh! That was a lot. But hopefully it gives you most of the building blocks. I forget the name of Fred Hammond's guitar player. If he were to show you stuff, he'd show you some better, amazing stuff. And you feel free to watch like what he's doing. It's freaking genius. But man, I love the song. I hope this helps you out a little bit. You're great. God bless you. Have fun. And this is a great exercise. See you later.